Hello, welcome to Looking Through the Glass. I just thought them thinking that I had it already planned. This is our special guest, Andre, Giselle's wonderful husband, my amazing son-in-law. That he is. I think we're going to have a little special class on, special class. Just a special, not a class. I don't want to call it a class because that's not what it is. But, I think we're going to do more on healing. You wanting to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. I got it on camera. Thank you for joining us. We are at 80 subscribers now. Thank you so much.
20 more until we hit 100.
Yeah, and that's all we need. One of the shorts that I posted, it's got over 5,000 views in like 18 hours. Another one has over 2,000 views, and I just, we both wanted to just say thank you. Like, from the bottom of our hearts, like, to the deepest, darkest depths.
And I want to say thank you to those who are commenting on videos and interacting with us and giving their point of views. And no matter, I'm going to be honest, no matter how you come out in it, how negative you want to be, that's not going to affect us.
We've got negativity our entire lives. All it's done is just push us forward.
And
so
I just want you guys to know that that's still feedback to us. That gives us another point of view. I'm going to put the positivity out there because everybody deserves positivity.
Even you negative ones.
Even the negative people, because there's positivity in there too. Negative energy can be turned into positive energy no matter what.
And we are great at turning it into positive energy.
And I just wanted to put it out there that we thank you for interacting. That's all we are asking, because it does give us another point of view.
Absolutely. When I turned it on today and went on there and seen that we actually were getting comments, there's 71 views. This is the thing. We have videos up there from a month ago that only have like 3 views, 5. We have a lot of them because I've been flooded. A lot of them that only have a few views. And then in less than 24 hours, over 17-minute video has over 70 views. And I even had somebody comment on, and she was beautiful. Thank you so much for the support.
Beautiful soul.
Yes, thank you so much. And I am so glad to find Soul Tribe out there. I have been very scared. If it wasn't for Giselle, like, pushing me towards this for so many years, and I'm talking, like, years.
Since I was a kid.
Yeah, she's been pushing me towards this for so many years. And I finally just broke because I needed to heal, and I was given literally a miracle. I may have limiting beliefs, and I may not. I want to expand my beliefs. I want to expand. You give him a pickle?
I am giving him the pickle.
Oh, she gave you a pickle. I want to expand my horizons. We both do. We want to interact. We want to hear your stories. But today I think we're going to hear Andre's story. We were discussing a little bit about somebody that you know from childhood that committed suicide from being bullied at school. And this is something that we really, really need to focus on, because I've been suicidal. I have personally been in spots where I've been suicidal more than one time in my life. Most people don't know that.
I have too.
Most
Multiple
people,
times.
yeah, I know you have. I completely know you have, even though you never expressed it to me. I know you have. And, sorry, my chair's too tall for me sometimes.
You're too short.
I've actually stopped you in your tracks one day.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah, at the beginning of my head injury, I didn't even know what I was doing. I had no idea. You woke me up out of a trance.
I was the only one in the living room, and you guys were fighting, and you just walked out the door, and then it just...
Barefoot and everything.
I just got up and I was like, okay, no wait, this ain't right. So I hunted you down. Luckily, for your height, you didn't get really far.
Are you commenting on my short little legs?
Yes.
That are running. We appreciate you for everything. We do. Negative, positive, feedback is feedback. And I think I believe I expressed that in my reply comments. We're eating, we're starving. She just
sorry.
got off work. Sorry. I'm sure
starving.
you're used to watching us stuff our mouths because this is being thrown in the middle of her having a job and everything else. So, in my hectic life of having kids and a farm, and being down at the same time. But,
You can have him talk so you can get a little bit.
Yeah, that's
it.
it.
Start.
I don't know where to put the cup.
So today we're talking about healing
From losses and
from losses. So last year in August, I lost a brother of mine. But even a year before that, people have been dropping like flies around me. So it was literally just one after the other, but this one in particular that happened in August just really put the icing on it. And no, not sweet, because it was very bitter. Very bitter. He took his own life. And it was with a shotgun.
So how is that making you feel? How have you been feeling as of lately since?
When I first heard about it, one of my other friends called me. Dear childhood friends, all of them were. But the bond was so close that we, considered each other as brothers. And just the friendship that we had, or still have, it just felt like nothing in the world could come in between that bond. You build a strong relationship with these strangers, that you grow up with, and it can be very overwhelming to almost like a dream state, because the feeling is just so great on that bond and everything else. So when that happened, at first I was just like, come on, like, I was upset, I was angry, I was in disbelief. Still to this day, it just, like, there are days where, like, I wake up and you have to remind yourself that it is a fact that person's gone.
That's one of the hardest things for me.
Really freaking hard.
Yeah, that was one of the hardest things for me with Aunt Regina.
So, like, the first couple of months, like, you almost didn't even want to wake up to face the day. It was just like, no, this is a dream. And reality, everyone is still here, but unfortunately that's not the case. It's the other way around. And so later on, I'm still trying to accept it. I mean, I have, but it's just the matter of how it happened. how you lose someone. I mean, you know, it could be from cancer, suicide,
car accident.
You know, the people that you bond with, you're hoping till y'all like earn a retirement home together, have developing dementia, and you know, seeing each other every day. Like, what's your name again? And it's like, motherfucker, you know who I am. Like, oh yeah, okay, we played bingo yesterday. That's right. But then 10 minutes later, you're like, wait, who are you?
You know, I sit here and I think of Christy. She said I could use her name, so I am. I think of Christy, and I could not imagine. I honestly, that would be one of the hardest things in the world for me, because I miss her so much right now, and I can just call her. You know, and we have that lifelong friendship. She's not my best friend. She's my sister. You know, I mean, we met when we were 12, and didn't matter how many years that we lost touch, we found each other, and it was like we never left each other.
Shar.
Exactly.
And I am saying Shar. That's right.
But all the way, we all have those special people in our lives that aren't necessarily family members, but they are, and it affects us just as much.
And him and I, like, and you're the same way. Our friends
Our
our family.
Yeah.
Because as I was discussing with you last night, we're the black sheep of the family, and so are our friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all come together and we created our own family because we help heal each other. We help each other through our trials, and you know,
I've always said your entire life it takes more than DNA to make a family, and it does.
And I have
totally
lived by that my entire life. I've always sat there, like I have one of my other best friends. I have multiple best friends. I have one of my other best friends, and I look at her and I tell her, stop shaking the table. And that's not what I tell her.
I say you tell her to stop shaking the tables.
But I tell her, and I'm sure she'll watch this one day, she is family.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
She is family. And I would love for her to finally realize that she is family and she's not a burden.
Yeah.
And that's how we are. Andre
I'm going to send this to you so you know.
Andre walked up when my family first met this man. He walked up the driveway and felt threatened. But my family immediately took to him, and ever since he has been a part of the family. They always said if we were to split up, he is going to be at the family function, so I better get over it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
He was at the family functions when my family in Vegas, we were out here in Texas, and my family in Vegas, he still went to the birthday parties and the pool parties that were thrown by other family members. He was still there, even though I was not there, because he's one of the family.
So part of the healing process is just all the ones that you know that were affected by that person. Just reach out. That's all it is. Keep in contact with each other. You know, just a simple, like a text. No matter what you're doing, it takes like 2 seconds to take your phone out of your pocket. And, you know, no matter how busy your life is, how their life is, just check up on each other. You know, don't stay wallowing in your own sorrows.
Wallow with others.
Or wallowing with others.
Don't be selfish.
Yeah, don't be selfish. Wallow with me.
But I know this morning when I woke you up, You sounded a little out of it, and you told me that you, the last few days you felt frustrated. And I asked you to explain that to me. Can you explain that for them?
So, Saturday morning, I woke up, and I thought of my brother very heavily. And so, through the whole day, I was playing his favorite band, which is Avenged Sevenfold.
Shout out to you guys in case you ever hear this. We're looking for sponsors now, apparently.
So yeah, I was just, through the whole day, and I was working a little bit of overtime, and that's all I was playing was just Avenged Sevenfold. But I guess just like I said, the matter of how he went out, it just wasn't something that you can just easily accept, no matter how many days gone by, how old it is. It's just it sucks. It sucks because you have to, accept that fact. And
can I ask you a really personal question? I know this is like really personal, but can I ask you a really, really personal question?
Yeah.
What is the hardest part to accept?
That
he actually took his own life?
That he just kind of both. Really. Because his mom, when I talked to his mom, when she would talk to him about it, he was always against it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Giselle told me, that could have been like a shield or something, to avoid. Well,
you want to know what stopped me from ever doing it when I was alone? Was her not trying to figure out how to make it to where she wouldn't find me. That was what stopped me. That is literally what stopped me. I couldn't figure out a way of making it to where she wouldn't find me. That's the only thing that stopped me at a certain point in my life.
Yeah. So, yeah, she said that he was against it, but I look at him as to describe him as definitely a tortured artist, because he was very articulate in a lot of things. He was smart.
You're not getting my food.
He always wore his heart on his sleeve. So, and he was a giver.
Mm-hmm.
I know he was.
Stop it. The dogs are going nuts.
I know that watching someone grieve somebody else, and I have a couple different experiences from different things.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, and it's hard to understand their position that they're in, because their closeness with that person who they've lost, whether it was suicide, car accident, cancer, no matter what, it is extremely hard unless you've gone through it yourself. And even then, you don't fully understand what they are going through, because as I've said in a different video about healing, is we all heal in our own way. We grieve in our own way. And so we have to be more understanding and more sympathetic to others who are
Their
grieving
process.
into their processes.
Yeah, their process and how they handle it. And I can say first-handedly that I understand that because I handle death in a very odd way. I don't know if it's because of my gifts or if I just accept it more than some people. I know I'm not the only one that handles it like that, but it is not a very common thing.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, but you're not even. I'm a little bit worse than you are on the. I don't want to say worse. I handle it better than most people.
So you're more cold about it.
Some people call it cold. I don't mean to be cold. It is not. It's not like I don't miss the people.
Everyone has a different coping mechanism.
It maybe it is a coping mechanism, but I just accept it. I just have an easy way of accepting it, and I get told certain things too. What are you looking at? What is she looking at?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because she's all big-eyed about it too.
ADHD at its finest.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, you already know us.
Do you want to do a part 2? As in
Yeah.
I don't want to make these too long.
Yeah. So if you found this one helpful, please let us know. We so appreciate your support and your comments and your thoughts and your opinions. You know, we all have different ways of looking at things, and you never know. You might have something that helps. You might have a point of view that will help.
Stay connected, and just a simple hi. Reach out.
Makes
to
a
one
world of
another.
difference. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you. This is part 1. The end of part 1. We will have a part 2 with Andre. I know he has more to say. Thank you for joining us. Looking through the glass. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Okay? Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
My bloopers.
And here